I always say my biggest competitor is myself because, whenever I step out there on the mat, I'm competing against myself to prove that I can do this and that I am very well trained, prepared for it. We go to church on Sunday and then have family dinner. My mom usually cooks, and most of the time, it's protein and something else. She will ask us kids what we want. I didn't really ever dream of going to the Olympics until after 2012. So far, my goal stops at making an Olympic team, and then if that happens, then I'll jot down more goals. I never thought about competing in the Olympic Games when I was growing up. I would say to always follow your dream. And dream big because my whole career, including any of the things that I've accomplished, I never thought in a million years that I would be here. So it just proves that once you believe in yourself, and you put your mind to something, you can do it. I think we have other things to worry about than some Zika virus. I can only control what I do when I go compete. If anybody has a bad day, they'll just come to my room because they know I'll bring out the positive in everything, or I'll make them laugh, or I'll be just crazy. I've never been to the Olympics, so I don't know what to expect. It's better for me, just like my first Worlds. My third Worlds, I knew what it was like, so I was like, oh my goodness. But this is my first Olympics, and not knowing what to expect is good for me. I tune it all out because if I let other people's stress get to me, then I stress myself out more than I need to. They're like, oh, you did A. And I'm like, I did a what? No, I flipped twice. I twisted twice. They go, it's called A. And I'm like, why do I need to know that? I just need to go and do that. For me, I don't think about size, I focus more on being powerful and confident. I would be like, oh, my gosh, I wish I could go to prom. But then I think, you know what? A lot of people can't say they've ever done what I do, they'll never have this opportunity. I take things one step at a time. Everything is possible at any one competition. Before a big event, I usually go to church and light a candle for Saint Sebastian, who is the patron saint of athletes. Father served in the Air Force for 22 years. I feel like I'm small and mighty and pack a powerful punch, just like Tide Pods. At the end of the day, if I can say I had fun, it was a good day. I have everything I need, so there are no blanks left unfilled. I'm always trying to push myself to the limit to see what I can do. It's my strong will that I've always had since I was a kid. I started gymnastics when I was 6 years old. I was at daycare, and they took us on a field trip to a gym club, Bannon's Gymnastics in Houston, and that's how I got started. I think I'm teaching my teammates that they can still be successful while having fun and enjoying the moment rather than being a stone-cold brick. I was missing out on public school and going to the football games, prom or homecomings. But I've been to 3 world championships. So I think it's like a win-win. Growing up, it was kind of a struggle being small since everyone would make fun of you, except for when it came to hide and seek. That's the only advantage I ever had. I don't really think about the degree of difficulty or the possibility of making a mistake. I just try to relax and let my preparation and training take over. I never felt I had questions or needed answers or had a part of me that was missing. Every year, I think of Worlds as the big meet, but now, it's the Olympics. I'm blessed to even have the opportunity to think about it and work for it. Always work hard and have fun in what you do because I think that's when you're more successful. You have to choose to do it. The reaction of the public plays a very important role. It gives us an adrenaline boost, especially when people start to shout and clap their hands in time with the music. That really helps us to go on. I don't necessarily have favorite brands. I don't fear what will happen, but you just get ahead of yourself, like, oh my gosh, I wish it would happen now. In the morning, I usually get up between 7:40 a.m. and 7:45 a.m., and then I'll brush my teeth, do my hair, and just throw on my leotard and my clothes and go to the kitchen. I think for me, the most fun competition that I've had was my first Worlds. As a kid growing up, I was never like, I want to go to the Olympics, so having to pass on 2012 because I was too young didn't bother me at all. Everything I do is in the gym, so I'm always in gym clothes. I'm excited to explore lifestyle clothes for a little bit. I didn't get the high school opportunity, but it always worked out. Gymnastics is just one part of my life, and I'm having as much fun with it as possible. Sometimes I hear the crowd cheering, and most of the time your body's on autopilot, so sometimes even after I do a floor routine, I'm like, did I really just do that?